Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Potato Gamers here, and today I'm going to be talking about how the cops got called on me. Alright, so this is all revolving around fishing, which is pretty stupid. I mean, I don't see why there's limits on that, but I guess it's just another way to get money and all that. But yeah, so let's get into it. Alright, so me and my brother, we went fishing at this old place. Like, it's a housing addition, I guess, with a bunch of old people in it. They got money and stuff, so they're kind of stuck up, I guess. And we went out there. We'd been there a couple times, but there had always been this one old man with a silver two-door Dodge Ram, and he always said something. The first time he said something, we were just fishing there, and he asked us if we lived there. We obviously lied to him and said our grandparents lived there. But the second time, which he was just, I find this terrible. Our friend D, that's what he goes by, he was black, and he stopped him because he was walking along the grass on someone else's property, and they didn't care at all. But he yelled at him to get up on the concrete, which there was none. So he had to walk all the way to the other side of the pond and fish from there, which I find that very discriminate, because he didn't ask me and my brother it, which we are white. But so those are the circumstances that led me to believe that he was the one that called the cops. But, so about 2 weeks later, after it'd been 2 weeks about since we had been there last, and he drove by, gave us the dirtiest look. About 20, 30 minutes later, we hadn't seen anything or expected anything, because, that's just how he acts. Alright, so 20, 30 minutes later, a cop came up. Luckily, it wasn't bad. He just told us that we either leave or be prosecuted, or if we are seen back, we will be prosecuted, which I think it's just stupid. Like, the whole situation is stupid. Yeah, that old man, he was terrible. But the reason I'm doing this, the story is why it's so significant, is because this was the old days when I used to smoke weed with my brother, which I don't do that anymore. I don't encourage it, but I'm not going to say it's bad for you, because it really is not. I mean, it's actually pretty awesome.
Distorted circuit.
Suck it, nerd!
I like the plant itself, I just don't smoke it anymore. But beyond that, we had smoked a little bit over there before the cop pulled over, so we were all tripping and stuff because we thought the cop was going to smell it or suspect it. You know how it goes if you smoke weed and stuff. It gets a little paranoid. But luckily, the whole thing went smoothly. He just kind of took a whiff in the air, and he was like, yeah, seems alright. So, back to what I was saying, you just don't come back, or else you will be in big trouble, which I don't think it was really. I think that was all a lie, because the president of the residence, the person that runs it, he said that we are allowed to be there, which I would take his word over some bullshit-ass white racist. I would take his word over it any day, but the cops seemed to disregard the mayor's thoughts about it, but, this just happens in society. So, yeah, that was the story for today, my first one. Hope you all enjoyed. So, yeah, like, subscribe, you know how it goes. So, yeah.